Hello viewers, this is Paladin of Odin, and this is some more Magic the Gathering Online, and this is another standard commentary. Wooded foothills for a forest into an elvish mystic. A windswept heath into a forest into Warden of the First Tree. So, new Goku. I was actually kind of hoping that he was going to play an elvish mystic. So, red and green. Okay, so green and white. And nothing. Wooded foothills again. For another mountain. For a Flamewake Phoenix. Very nice card. 2/2 Flying Haste that attacks each turn of Fable, and then Ferocious lets you bring it back from the graveyard to the battlefield for 1 red. And end of turn turns him into the 3/3. That's 4 to give him trample and lifelink. So nothing on his first main phase. He's swinging in with the 3/3. I highly doubt that he's going to block. And Hangerback Walker. And Sandstep Citadel. Okay, straight into the combat phase for him as well. Yavimaya Coast. Wasn't expecting to see blue. Second Phoenix. I don't know why he didn't play that first. Unless he wants to use it as a chump blocker. Anafenza, the foremost. 1/1 can on another target tapped creature you control. Atarka's command. +1/+1 and 3 damage to his opponent. Okay, he's flying in for 6 that he can't be blocked. Trying to think how much trouble he's in. He's probably gonna make it through another turn. Would be my guess. Buffing up the walker. You know, with 5 mana, you'd still have a mana to do walker if you gave him his 2nd level up. And lifelink would be pretty nice. Especially if you attacked with Anafenza at the same time, you could make him a 4/4. And he's giving it to the walker. Ow, he took that all? Siege Rhino. GG. Unless you have a counterspell, which would be kind of weird. Okay, first turn Mountain. First turn Sandstep Citadel. Second turn Yavimaya Coast. So far haven't seen the relevance in his deck yet of the blue mana. Fleecemane Lion. Roasting the Lion. Understandable. He wouldn't have had the mana to monstrous him anytime soon, but a 3/3 for 2 is still a very good creature. Temple of Malady. Frontier Bivouac. This guy's deck. You know, I thought I had a handle on it in the first game, but I'm seeing more and more blue mana sources And yet I haven't seen anything that requires blue from him. But he did play Elvish Mystic. Windswept Heath. Siege Rhino. I hope you have a solution to your Siege Rhino problem. Temur Hydra could eventually be as good and better than the Siege Rhino, but right now, not so much. Are you going to play anything? A second Siege Rhino. I was thinking about that when this turn came up. I was thinking, wow, that would suck if he played another Siege Rhino. And he did. This red-green deck, because so far I haven't seen any blue, so I'm discounting the blue. This red-green deck is in serious trouble this game. Skipping the first main phase. Savage Knuckleblade. Okay, so you don't have enough to make him a 6/6, which would kill a Siege Rhino. But if you group block the Savage Knuckleblade and the Elvish Mystic, you could kill one. But this is getting worse and worse. Inefficient trades, not getting cards that he needs to get rid of the threats. I don't want to discount him from winning this game, but it is definitely looking like the Abzan player has got this in the bag. He can't afford not to block. That was a mistake in the last game that he made. Because theoretically, he could have a third Siege Rhino in his hand right now. At least this way he protects his life enough so that if he has a third Siege Rhino, he's not going to die immediately. honestly, if the Elvish Mystic isn't essential to your mana pool right now, you really should throw him in there to get rid of one of the Siege Rhinos. But it looks like he chose not to. Also, I just realized, even if the Elvish Mystic is essential, most likely he's going to stack it so that the Knuckleblade dies and not the Mystic. So there was really not much of a risk if you had blocked with the Mystic, and then you'd only be facing one Siege Rhino. And if you need the land, you might as well use it at this point. You are in such a position that it doesn't really matter if you lose one more life. 2 is dangerous, because that's how you died the last game. Magma spray on that Rhino. Lightning strike? Anger of the Gods. Ow. Too bad he didn't have another magma spray, or he could have cleared the board. But even with getting rid of the one Rhino, if he gets rid of the one Rhino, because he does have 5 open mana, a 6th if he needs it, and all he has to do is give it +1. And he gives Abzan Charm. So, oh, Stubborn Denial! But now he's down to 3. It's very dangerous. Valorous Stance. And he's dead. He managed to, yeah, I was gonna say he managed to kill that Rhino, but next game or the next turn he just swings straight in and you're dead. So I really don't know what to say about this guy's deck. It seems like it just didn't have a smooth run. And that could just be the shuffler, but it could also be his deck list. And I can't really tell because we didn't get a very good look at his deck. So that was your standard Abzan deck versus, I guess, Temur Hydra? I guess that's what I'll call it. And if you liked what you saw, hit that like and subscribe button for me.